In the annals of automotive history, few names resonate with the raw power and audacious spirit of the Shelby Cobra. It wasn't merely a car, it was a revolution, a deliberate act of automotive rebellion orchestrated by a man who understood speed better than most. The Cobra embodied a singular vision: to create a machine so potent, so focused on performance, that it would redefine an entire era of motorsport. It blended seemingly disparate worlds, forging an identity that was undeniably American, yet rooted in a sophisticated European lineage. This is the story of how that radical fusion took shape, and why it became an enduring icon. Carroll Shelby, a man whose racing career was cut short by a heart condition, refused to be sidelined from his passion. His new arena was the drawing board and the workshop. Shelby's ambition was clear: he wanted to beat the dominant European marques, especially Ferrari, on their own turf, using American muscle. He envisioned a car that was light, agile, and overwhelmingly powerful, a direct counterpoint to the sophisticated, often heavy, sports cars of the time. This wasn't about subtle refinement, it was about raw, unadulterated performance, delivered with a punch. Shelby found his starting point in an unlikely place: a small British manufacturer called AC Cars. AC had been producing the Ace Roadster since 1953, a charming, lightweight, hand-built sports car. The Ace featured an advanced tubular chassis designed by John Tajero, independent suspension, and a handsome aluminum body. Critically, it was known for its excellent handling and low curb weight, thanks to its minimalist construction. However, the existing engines, AC's own 2-liter unit or a Bristol straight-six, lacked the formidable power Shelby craved. It was a perfect canvas, awaiting a dramatic transformation. Shelby's quest for power led him across the Atlantic to Ford. At the time, Ford had developed a new line of lightweight, compact small-block V8 engines. Specifically, the 260 cubic inch, 4.2L, V8 caught Shelby's eye. It offered a potent combination of robust power output and a relatively light weight, which was crucial for maintaining the AC Ace's inherent agility. This engine provided the raw, American grunt that Shelby envisioned, a stark contrast to the smaller, more refined European engines. The marriage of British lightness and American power was now within reach. The primary challenge was clear: how to fit a substantial American V8 into a car originally designed for a much smaller European engine. The AC Ace's engine bay was compact, and the chassis, while robust for its original power, would need significant reinforcement to handle the V8's torque and horsepower. This wasn't merely a swap, it was an engineering overhaul. Mounting the engine, routing exhaust, and integrating the transmission required meticulous planning and execution, all while preserving the delicate balance and low center of gravity that made the Ace a formidable handler. The first prototype, designated CSX 2000, was flown from England to Shelby's workshop in California in February 1962. His team immediately set about integrating the Ford 260 V8. Within a remarkable 8 hours, the engine was fitted, and the car was test-driven. This initial success proved the concept, but it was just the beginning. The car demonstrated immense potential, a raw, untamed beast waiting to be refined. Its immediate character was clear: a lightweight frame housing explosive power, a combination that promised unprecedented acceleration and thrill. To manage the V8's increased power and torque, significant chassis modifications were imperative. The original AC Ace tubular frame was strengthened, particularly around the engine mounts and transmission tunnel. Shelby's engineers also widened the track, both front and rear, and installed heavier-duty suspension components to cope with the added stress and improve stability at higher speeds. Larger, more effective brakes were also fitted, understanding that immense power demanded equally formidable stopping capability. Every modification was purposeful, aimed at creating a cohesive, high-performance package. As production began, the 260 V8 was soon replaced by the more powerful Ford 289 cubic inch, 4.7L, V8. This engine offered a substantial increase in horsepower, solidifying the Cobra's performance credentials. It was still a relatively lightweight unit, ensuring the power-to-weight ratio remained exceptionally favorable. This continual evolution of the engine, always towards more power, was a hallmark of Shelby's philosophy: never settle, always push for more. The 289 Cobra quickly became the benchmark for a new kind of sports car, ferocious yet surprisingly balanced. The true genius of the Shelby Cobra lay in its unparalleled power-to-weight ratio. While many contemporary sports cars opted for brute force and heavy construction, Shelby married immense power with extreme lightness. A typical 289 Cobra weighed around 2,000 pounds, yet produced over 270 horsepower. This meant every pound of the car had fewer horsepower to carry, resulting in astonishing acceleration and responsiveness. This fundamental engineering principle gave the Cobra a distinct advantage, making it a giant killer on any road or track. Shelby's design philosophy was refreshingly pragmatic: combine the best available components to create the fastest possible car. It wasn't about reinventing every wheel, but optimizing existing, proven technologies. He took a classic British roadster, known for its superb handling, and imbued it with the raw, accessible power of an American V8. The result was a vehicle that, while visually appealing, was engineered primarily for performance. Every decision, from chassis reinforcement to engine choice, was dictated by the singular goal of speed and dominance. The Shelby Cobra made an immediate and profound impact on the American racing scene. In the Sports Car Club of America, SCCA, and the United States Road Racing Championship, USRRC, the Cobra quickly became the car to beat. Its combination of explosive acceleration, excellent grip, and robust forward power proved overwhelming for the competition. Drivers found its direct, almost visceral, handling rewarding, allowing them to exploit its immense power-to-weight advantage on every corner and straight. This swift dominance established the Cobra as a serious contender, proving Shelby's radical concept worked. Even greater power was on the horizon. Ford's large block 427 cubic inch, 7.0L V8 engine became available, and Shelby, ever the speed enthusiast, saw an opportunity for unmatched performance. However, shoehorning this behemoth into the existing chassis was not feasible. This necessitated a significant re-engineering effort, resulting in the iconic 427 Cobra. This wasn't merely an engine swap, it was a near-complete redesign of the car to accommodate the massive engine and its prodigious power, fundamentally changing the Cobra's character and capabilities. For the 427 Cobra, a new, much stronger chassis was developed. The tubular frame was significantly beefed up, and coil spring suspension replaced the previous transverse leaf springs, both front and rear. This provided a more sophisticated, adjustable, and robust platform, essential for managing the monumental torque and power of the 427 V8, which could produce over 400 horsepower. The bodywork was also widened, giving the 427 its distinctive, muscular flared fenders and aggressive stance. This was a car built without compromise, purpose-built for extreme performance. The performance figures of the 427 Cobra were simply staggering for its time. With over 400 horsepower and a curb weight still under 2,500 pounds, it boasted a power-to-weight ratio that few, if any, production cars could match. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 4 seconds and reach top speeds exceeding 160 miles per hour. These numbers weren't just impressive on paper, they translated directly into unparalleled dominance on the track, leaving competitors in its dust and etching its name into the record books as a true speed demon. The 427 Cobra continued the racing legacy, becoming a formidable presence in major GT races around the world. Its raw speed and brutal acceleration, combined with the new, more capable chassis, allowed it to dominate events, often finishing well ahead of much more expensive and seemingly sophisticated rivals. The Cobra's ability to pull out of corners with astonishing force and reach high speeds rapidly made it incredibly difficult to compete against. This wasn't about outmaneuvering, it was about overwhelming the opposition with sheer, unadulterated power and grip. Carroll Shelby's genius wasn't just in building fast cars, it was in his ability to see potential, to combine the best elements from different worlds, and to relentlessly pursue performance. His hands-on approach and unwavering vision transformed a respectable British roadster into a world-beating American legend. He proved that a focused, engineering-driven approach, coupled with an audacious spirit, could challenge and defeat the established order. The Cobra's success validated his philosophy and cemented his place as one of the most influential figures in automotive history. Today, the Shelby Cobra remains one of the most revered and recognizable sports cars in the world. Its aggressive lines, minimal interior, and the intoxicating rumble of its V8 engine are instantly identifiable. It stands as a testament to engineering innovation, how a relatively simple, lightweight chassis, when paired with immense American power and meticulously engineered modifications, could create something truly extraordinary. The Cobra wasn't just a car, it was a statement, a testament to the power of a bold idea, and a blueprint for high-performance motoring that still resonates deeply. The legacy of the Shelby Cobra extends far beyond its racing victories and collectible status. It established a blueprint for combining lightweight design with powerful engines, a concept that continues to influence performance car manufacturing today. Its direct, unfiltered driving experience remains a benchmark for automotive enthusiasts. The Cobra taught us that sometimes, the simplest, most direct approach, executed with passion and engineering prowess, can yield the most spectacular results. It's a machine that defined an era, and whose roar echoes through every generation of high-performance vehicles.